You're watching Steve's Outdoor Adventures, Fishing with Wesley. Sponsored by Adventure Distributors, your one-stop shop for everything hunting, fishing, and outdoors. With Wesley White off on one of his adventures, it's John Sullivan's turn to jump in the plane and fly down to the Bahamas to fish Abaco Island, home to world-class bone fishing. He is visiting our 5-star lodge on the east side of the island, and he's looking forward to learning from the best the secrets to catching these amazing fish. The Bahamas is an easy travel destination. Taking off from Miami, it's a short 1-hour flight. And before you know it, the jet is landing in Marsh Harbor at the Leonard Thompson International Airport. The flight over the myriad of islands reveals aqua blue waters, and during the flight you dream of catching bonefish and permit. And a short time later, after passing through customs, you are met by the staff and loaded in a van and on your way to the lodge. And after a short drive, you arrive at your destination for the week and check into your room with a spectacular view of the Caribbean Ocean and fishing right out the front door. This week, John Sullivan has traveled to this tropical paradise to target bonefish. And with any luck, he could land a tarpon, a barracuda, or even a permit. Our hope was that he would not only catch a lot of fish and have a great vacation, but also find us another high-quality fishing destination for Steve's Outdoor Adventures clients. The lodge, as it turns out, was the perfect 5-star lodging facility. High-end in every facet, this lodge is ideal for the fisherman who wants to take his wife on a trip, have lots of places to relax and enjoy the view, drink a cocktail, eat incredible meals, and soak in the fresh Caribbean air. All that was left was to see if the fishing lived up to its reputation as the top bone fishing destination in the world.
So first morning down here in the Bahamas, getting ready to go out. Guides are rigging up the lines right now, getting my boots on. We got a couple boats today. Spot here on Abaco where we catch some big bonefish. So hopefully get out there, catch some 5+ pounders. But just have a great time, learn some lessons about fly fishing, and hopefully get some fish in the boat. I fish because I love spending time outdoors. I love spending time on the water. I fish because I love eating fish. I love eating seafood. I like to eat the things that I catch. I also fish because I love spending time in fishing camp with the other fishermen, spending time with them out on the water, seeing their excitement around, landing a big fish, whether that's a king salmon in Alaska or a bonefish down in Abaco. Seeing people get excited about experiencing nature and experiencing what hunting and fishing have to offer is a big part of why I do what I do and why I'm a part of Steve's Outdoor Adventures.
Nice cast.
Nice cast, man. Nice long cast, big school of fish. Robin spotted them, Robin and Max, they're the pros. But we got it done.
Love it, man.
On a good cast, too. That feels good.
It's nice and it's a good cast.
Yeah, it's not like I lucked into it. Yeah. Use my, what do you call it? What was the Belgian?
The Belgian
chuck and duck?
The chuck and duck.
Chuck and duck. Yeah.
Little chuck and duck.
I like that wind over my right shoulder.
After an eventful first day of fishing, John heads back to the lodge. There is no better way to end a day than to sit with friends and relive the stories of each fish over cold drinks, and then sit down for a delicious, chef-prepared meal before retiring for the night, because tomorrow comes fast in the Bahamas. This segment of Steve's Outdoor Adventures Fishing with Wesley is sponsored by Grundens. We are fishing. This week, John is fishing in the Bahamas, targeting bonefish on the fly. His guides are moving him into and out of the mangroves, changing locations, and putting him on fish constantly. And it isn't long before he's hooked up again.
Nope, you gotta come back. Nope. Nope. I don't think he's very big, but good fish.
Okay, it's good action.
Yep, I see him. Nope. He's in him. Still coming in. I think he's gonna run again though. You got him right here. He might be kind of done.
Yeah, one more little run and he'll be
Yeah.
done. Yeah, good picture, sorry.
Actually pretty decent. Pretty decent fish, huh?
That's an awesome fish.
Keep him in.
After several hours of fishing, the guides head to a protected shoreline for some lunch, and fresh fish is on the menu. One of the guides had caught this fish just a few hours earlier, and now he skillfully fillets and chops up the tender white meat and serves John what I call Bahamas sushi.
Doesn't even taste fishy at all. It just tastes like, oh my gosh, fresh. Can you imagine that with a bit of rice underneath it?
Oh my
From a
gosh.
sushi restaurant.
This?
That's for you. You have it. That's because you're my buddy, yeah?
You got that.
So we're eating some mutton fish to BJ that lodge manager Max caught maybe an hour ago. It just doesn't get fresher than this.
Getting outfitted with the right gear is important when you're going on a trip like this. For your next fishing adventure, go to adventuredistributors.com, the one-stop shop website for all of your outdoor needs, including clothing, fly rods, reels, and gear just like the equipment being used by John in today's show. You can also go to fishingwithwesley.com and ask Wesley questions directly, and he can steer you to the right equipment and gear purchases. Now let's get back to the show. After a quick lunch, it's back in the boats and back into the mangroves after the bonefish, and the action is heating up as the tide is coming in.
Got him. Robin, you are the man, you know that? I catch no fish without you. There's a bunch. Whole school coming. See them?
All day long, John was experiencing some of the finest spot casting in the world. The thrill of targeting and hooking yet another bonefish replayed itself over and over again.
Another little guy. He's fighting though. Just on top, buddy.
And after catching that last fish and releasing it back into the water, they return to shore. For tomorrow is another long day, and there is no better place to rest up than the lodge.
The place here on Abaco called the Bite of Old Robinson, one of the places that the lodge fishes out of. Had an amazing time. The guides are just outstanding. I mean, without them, it doesn't really come together. Robin was incredible, so very fortunate I caught any fish today. Without him, it wouldn't have happened. Just an awesome time, so incredibly grateful, thankful for today, and can't wait to do it again tomorrow.
This segment of Steve's Outdoor Adventures, Fishing with Wesley, is sponsored by the Yakima Bait Company.
It was exactly that.
We just drove down about 30 minutes from the lodge to a place called Sandy Point. Mostly a waiting spot. We got a little bit of a run in the boats this morning, but should see a ton of schools of fish. We're going to be waiting. Amazing guide named Perry, who you're going to meet in a little bit. Reads water incredibly well, puts you on the fish. It's going to be a great day.
Shortly after arriving in their fishing area, Perry spots a big barracuda hunting nearby, and he sets John up with a spinning rod to try and spot cast for the predator.
We got a cuda on right away. We casted him a few times the last time. We didn't catch anything. You're basically hunting fish. You're not blind casting. You are spotting fish and then casting at them with the intention of catching them. So when you do land a fish, it's not by chance. It's the result of skill and practice. It's very intentional. So about 2 minutes in, Perry spots a couple barracuda and we caught one, got it to the boat. Pretty darn cool.
We gonna eat him?
We're gonna eat him. He's gonna taste good. Look at those teeth.
Sharp.
Yeah.
Razor.
It's cool having multiple species too.
With a cuda in the boat and headed to the dinner table, John and his guide Perry decide to wade out and spot cast at a big school of bonefish. But after working those fish, they jump back in the boat and head out to try some different water.
Because you got some clients that come, they can't, the first time going fishing, they can't really put it out there, and a lot of them do trout fishing. So you got to teach them not to bring that rod tip up. Keep the rod tip down, do the strip setting, let it slide through your hands, and don't hold it too hard. So we try to do our best to give them the best ability to catch a bonefish that we can, you know. My name is Perry Adley. I'm a bonefish angler. I fish in the Abaco parts. I've been doing this for like 20-something years now. It's been a lot of fun. I like to wade, do a lot of wading and going after the big boys. Try to catch a double-digit fish. That makes my day. And I always be up to a challenge, because if I see a fish, if I see like a school of fish and they're giving me trouble, that's a challenge to me to get one right there. Nope, try to get him on the reel.
Oh, strip.
Reel him now, reel him fast. Trying to get in the mangrove. We got it.
He's a bonefish. It's amazing how excited you could be about a little 2-pound bonefish. Oh man. that nice long run at the start.
Oh man, it's fun fishing with John, man. I mean, and he's just started out bone fishing, and he is a hell of a guy. He's getting a good hang of the bone fishing. It's good, man. Yeah.
And with that, there was no better way to end an amazing day than with one last big bonefish on the fly. This segment of Steve's Outdoor Adventures Fishing with Wesley is sponsored by Cast King and their full line of fishing and outdoor equipment. If you would like to book this fishing package or hunting adventures, please contact Steve's Outdoor Adventures at the toll-free number and website address on your screen. We are always available to take your calls and answer your questions. We want to invite everyone to visit our new website, fishingwithwesley.com, where you can connect directly with Wesley White. Ask him questions, get tips on gear, find discounts and specials on outdoor equipment, get advice for your next trip, or read all about our fishing adventures. Now let's return to Abaco and join John Sullivan for his last days on the water. All week long, John experienced the best fishing in all of the Bahamas. But on his last morning prior to departure, he had one last thing to do on his checklist.
So last morning here in Abaco, my cameraman Wesley and I are gonna head out and hit the tarpon pond one more time. Conditions weren't ideal yesterday, although it seems better this morning than we thought it was gonna be for a little bit of bone fishing. But you know, we did that. We caught some great bonefish already. We went after tarpon day one, didn't get one, so we're gonna go give it another shot. And hopefully we can get another species in the boat on this trip. All right, so we're back at the creek leading into that tarpon pond. We've got a couple tarpon out in front of us, but we got windy conditions, a lot of ripple on the water, not ideal light, so there's a ton of glare. It's pretty tough to see. We're spotting them every maybe 2 minutes. You know, not trying to push them too hard. We don't want to spook them out of the creek into the pond, so we're gonna see if we can get one. You know, trying to actually land the fish, you know it's gonna be a fight. And it was just an amazing moment when the fish took. You know, I knew at that point in time, all right, set this hook, let him run a little bit, and then get back on it and get this fish to shore. I wanted to land my first tarpon for me especially, but I also wanted to show our viewers that this is a property that you can go to and you can just catch multiple species. And some of the coolest stuff that you see happens outside of actually catching a fish. It can be watching a barracuda chase a school of bonefish, or watching a sea turtle breach out of the water. You know, you just don't appreciate that you miss all these moments when you're not out there, you know, targeting, catching these fish. There's so much to be seen and so much to be experienced beyond just, you know, landing a fish. I could tell that it was a different take than a bonefish, and then watching him jump out of the water was just awesome. You know, put a good cast on him and fish hit it, set the hook right, and now we're 2/3 of the way for the slam. I don't think we're gonna get our permit, but you know, it's just amazing. Come down here to the Bahamas. You know, I'm not a particularly skilled fly fisherman, but when you listen to your guides, when you have the right equipment, when you do stuff the right way, you can come down here and learn and get better and just catch awesome fish. I mean, what an amazing experience. Really good way to finish off the trip with the tarpon on the last morning.
Okay, go ahead and lift him.
Nothing I needed to avoid on him?
No spikes. Basically a giant sardine.
We just finished 4 days of fishing down here in the Bahamas. New property for us at Steve's Outdoor Adventures, just started booking down here. Really an incredible spot. I mean, dedicated bone fishing property with a really great lodge, incredible staff, great animals. Like all of our properties, just amazing guides. I mean, that's what we do, is we make sure that the trips that we're offering, the places that we're sending our clients, you're gonna go, you're gonna have a first-rate experience. You can never control the animals, you can never control the weather, but everything that can be controlled is. And this is a first-rate hardcore fishing lodge and the type of place where, you know, you can come down, you can do a bunch of fishing, you can bring your wife, most importantly. So when you first walk into your bedroom, you go towards the back, you know, the back balcony doors open. Every room has their own private balcony that's roped off from the others, gives you a privacy screen, and you just see a ridiculous view of the ocean. It's luxurious, the food is great, you know, a 5-star restaurant quality level of food. And overall, it's just a wonderful experience. But catching bonefish is fun. You know, you go out there, you're looking for schools, you're looking for individual fish. And then the most important thing is, no matter how good you think you are, listen to your guide, because they do this every single day and they are pros. I could not recommend this location highly enough. It's a beautiful place, great fishing, amazing people down here on Abaco in the Bahamas. You know, you can come down here basically year round. There are certain times where there's a little bit of a break in the action, but this is a trip that we have available for our clients, and the species that are available do change slightly based on time of year. But if you want to come catch a bonefish, you want to catch a tarpon, you want to catch a permit, we can book you down here at the right time and make that happen. And it's just an amazing adventure and experience.
With his mission in the Bahamas complete, John returned home and got ready to fly up to Alaska. The king salmon were running, and we were ready to migrate north for the July fishing season.
Abaco Island is a special place, and it's the perfect destination for your next fishing trip. Whether you're coming alone, with friends, or if you're looking for a destination for that corporate group, you're always welcome on Abaco Island. In fact, if you'd like to book this trip for yourself, give our office a call. Wesley's always available to take your calls, answer your questions, and help you book that fishing adventure of a lifetime. Unfortunately, that's all the time we've got for this week's show, but please remember to join us again next week for another exciting and incredible episode of Steve's Outdoor Adventures, Fishing with Wesley.